Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. If you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. Today I have a unboxing for my Target buy two get one order. I was originally going to get a couple of the pre-order Arrow titles, and then I waited, and apparently Target likes to take things off of sale that are originally on sale, which I've seen them do in the past. That's kind of weird, so whatever. So I originally wasn't even going to get anything, and then I had an epiphany and decided to search for something, and lo and behold, Target actually had it. I was amazed. If you look into Target's website, they have a surprisingly good selection of physical media. They don't have anything in the stores, like at all, hardly anymore, movie-wise at least. But you can get a lot of boutique label stuff, a lot of everything. A long time ago, I sold a bulk of my DVDs, and the biggest regret I have is selling essentially what I bought from Target to heal the wounds, heal some pain, some ongoing mental and physical anguish that I've been going through for probably about a decade now of not having these in my collection. These are not the same exact versions I used to own, but they're close enough. And if you saw the thumbnail and you know what that was, you can guess what these are. I finally decided to go back and try to repurchase at reasonable prices. I'm not going to go buy $100 ones because I'm an idiot. Mystery Science Theater DVD volumes. I used to have, at the point where I sold them, I had all of them. It was like 20. And I bought 6 of them from Target because it was the buy two get one free thing. They were always around 30, 40 bucks a pack for 4 movies in each pack, and I'll show each one to you. The only bad thing is they were originally distributed by Rhino Entertainment, I think is what it was called, if you remember that. And the packaging on them were gorgeous. Those are the ones I had. And then at some point they switched over to Shout Factory, probably because Rhino disappeared. I don't remember seeing them anywhere for years. And it's been Shout Factory ever since. So they continued on from like volume, I don't know, 15-ish or so to now. There's like 30 something of them now. It's ridiculous. I haven't even caught up with it because I've been out of the loop for so long. Once I sold them all, I was like, screw it. I don't care anymore. And now I kind of want to go back and get them all. You can watch all these episodes, not all of them, but a lot of these episodes on Tubi for free, and they look watchable. They're like VHS to DVD quality. And a lot of the movies they watch are old, so it doesn't really matter. But then you gotta watch it with the commercials, and you gotta hope it's on there. You know, the same problem with any streaming service with ads. And then a lot of them are also on Pluto, but it's the same scenario with Tubi, except on there's actually a riff tracks of Mystery Science Theater channels you can watch. So if you just want to have it on in the background all day, you can just throw on the Mystery Science Theater channel. But I want to own them again. I want to own these episodes again. I've ranted long enough. Let me show them. So I started at the beginning. I got volume 1. So they re-released them. They used to be in big boxes. You'll see what I mean in a second. And now they re-released them in little skinny cases like this, which is fine. I mean, you could fit 4 discs in this safely enough. And for the price difference, I don't mind paying the 20-something dollars. This has 4 classic episodes back in print. Like I was saying, they went out of print for a while until Shout Factory re-released all these old ones. It has Catalina Caper, The Creeping Terror, Bloodlust, and Skydivers. Off the top of my head, I'm not in love with any of those episodes personally, but they're all funny. Like, there's no like terrible episode of Mystery Science Theater. They're all either funny or amazing. I might actually open this up and just to see what the discs look like. Okay, so I got the plastic off. The discs are nothing special. It just has the title of the movie and it says disc 1 on it. But they're separated nicely. And they're all intact. So that's cool. And it's sunken in a little bit so the disc can kind of sit in nicely. And it's got some inside artwork, so, you know, nothing wrong with that. You get the logo and the Satellite of Love right there. So that's Mystery Science Theater Volume 1. Up next, I have what is probably my favorite volume out of all of them I've owned because it has two of my favorite all-time episodes on it. It has Space Mutiny, which is like my all-time favorite episode, Overdrawn at the Memory Bank, which is the other one that's one of my all-time favorites, Girl in Gold Boots, which is very funny as well, and Hamlet, which is funny, but the movie's really boring. It always helps when the movie they're watching is kind of a cheesy, fun movie, and Space Mutiny. If there's anyone out there who has never heard of or watched Mystery Science Theater, the episode I always recommend you watch first is Space Mutiny, because if you can get into Space Mutiny and have a good time, it might be a show for you. If you don't like this Space Mutiny episode and you can't stand the show, don't even bother with any other episode, because that is a very good entry point for the series. I opened one, so I might as well open the rest. So, yep, same inside artwork and everything. You know, they're simple sets. This one's not sunken in like the first one was. This just has the discs and the same little flappies. But like I said, the price difference, like these sets used to be $40 or so, and that was back when DVDs were like the only thing around. There wasn't Blu-rays and 4Ks yet. They saved some shelf space, but I miss the old packaging. I might show some pictures of what the original volumes I used to own look like. Next, after that, I grabbed volume 6. Like I said, I didn't get all of it in order necessarily. These are all in order from the ones I bought. This one has Teenagers from Outer Space, Attack of the Giant Leeches, Gunslinger, and Mr. B's Lost Shorts. Mr. B's Lost Shorts is a series of short films instead of a feature film. And the shorts are always really fun, because even if one of them's not very good, there's always at least a couple of really funny ones in there. And I never really watched the shorts episodes of Mystery Science Theater, oddly enough, when I was a kid. I was about to open it, and then it just like came out the bottom like that. What the hell? Did Tony have this? Oh, the case is broken. One of the little hub things busted. Well, that's dumb. Yeah, let's see, it's broken right there. All the discs are good. They're all in there. They're all intact where they should be, so that's good. If it was any other regular movie, I might exchange it, but I can't just go to Target and get a new one of these, you know what I mean? So I think I'll have to live with that. I'll take it, Target. This one doesn't sound like it's rattly. And it's not coming out of the plastic already. Up next, I have volume 10.2, which is confusing if you don't know what happened. 10.2. See, it says right there in non-Roman numerals. So what happened originally, they did volume 10, and then one of the episodes, at least one of the episodes on it, they didn't have the rights to. So they had to very quickly take it off the shelves, and then they reissued it with a different episode. This one has the Giant Gia Monster, Swamp Diamonds, Teenage Strangler, and the Giant Spider Invasion. Giant Spider Invasion is another one of my all-time favorites, so that's why I jumped on this one again. All right, so I opened that one. Like I was saying, the original Volume 10, I'll try to find a photo of that so you can see. I think it had a Godzilla movie on it, and that's the one they didn't have the rights to. And I had that volume. That's what sucks. I had Volume 10, and I think I had 10.2 at the time, so that one was worth something. I remember Volume 8. It was reasonably priced now with the repackage, but I sold Volume 8 originally for like $200. And that was the only one I wasn't really that mad that I sold, because I got so much money off of it, but the rest of them I basically broke even on it if I was lucky. Anywho, let's continue. So this one is Volume 19, and this is in the big boy packages. The big fatty fat package with the 4 individual cases. So I'm actually excited to look at these because I haven't had one of these in a long time. So what I think happened is they repackaged all the original Rhino releases in these plastic cases, and then all the Shout Factory original releases looked like this, and they're all in these packages. Unless they repackaged them again into these, I don't know for sure. I haven't seen them like this before, so I'm just happy to have them, so let's open it up. Like I said, this is back when they were still like trying with the packaging for DVDs. So each case has its own little original artwork with the robots, you'll see. So this volume has Robot Monster, Bride of the Monster, Devil Doll, and Devil Fish. So if you like devil movies, this is the one for you. So let's pull all these out. Oh yeah, there's little mini posters too. I'm like, I thought I had cards or something. So there's Robot Monster. So if anyone recognizes that giant ape creature with the robot like face, scuba diving mask face, that is Robot Monster. It's a very classic old-fashioned sci-fi. Bride of the Monster an Ed Wood classic, so that's one of the main reasons I bought this volume, other than just the price being right. I believe this is the Time for Go to Bed, Tor Johnson. Bela Lugosi, it's the one that he's making in the movie Ed Wood, where he's getting attacked by the tentacles there. So this is a classic Ed Wood movie being made fun of on Mystery Science Theater, everyone's favorite. Here is Devil Doll. This is one where it's like a puppeteer, ventriloquist puppet thing. This one's pretty funny from what I remember. Is he the puppet or is the guy the puppet? Who knows? And then there is Devilfish. So there's the artwork for Devilfish. So they all have like Tom, Servo, and Crow blended into the artwork somehow. I love it. And then here's the little mini posters that came with it. I forgot about these. Devilfish. Devil Doll. It's the same artwork as on the case, but it's cute. Like I said, I think through volume 20, because I remember those episodes and that artwork, so I'm pretty sure that is one I had, and that was volume 19. This is the Mystery Science Theater 25th Anniversary Edition. So it's got a little bit different artwork. I like this one. This is cool because it has a 5th DVD containing out-of-print episodes, Mitchell and the Brain That Wouldn't Die, and a 3-part documentary, Return to Eden Prairie, 25 Years of Mystery Science Theater 3000. So that alone makes me want to see it. It's funny that this and Mallrats were both Eden Prairie. Once again, this was shot like half an hour away from where I live. That's why I have a stronger connection with the show than most folks. It's a Minnesota-based thing. So there's that one. This one includes Moon 02, The Day the Earth Froze. There we go. The Leech Woman, and Gorgo. And the bonus disc has a double feature of Mitchell, which is a fantastic episode, and The Brain That Wouldn't Die. So yeah, there's a good amount of special features on here too. There's that Return to Eden Prairie thing I was talking about, Ninth Wonder of the World, The Making of Gorgo, Last Flight of Joel Robinson, Life After Mystery Science Theater with Mary Jo Pehl, Mystery Science Theater Hour Wraps, and 4 exclusive mini posters, and much, much more. So this is an 11-hour long set compared to these, which are only plus or minus 6 hours, because each episode was a 90-minute episode plus commercials, because it was a whole movie more or less. Let's get into this one. All right, so I was somewhat confused when I bought this, because I was like, oh, the 25th anniversary set, and I was like, I used to have that one, and then I was like, wait, no, I think I had a 20th anniversary set, which is also a thing, and that came with like a little crow statue, and that one has, I would say, slightly better episodes in it than this set. So I'll have to go get that one at some point again. But that one has a tin and the collectible, and it sells for like hundreds of dollars now, and it's ridiculous. So it's a little bent on the side here, but I can live with that as long as everything's in shape. So you know I had to get all of them again. It sucks. Don't sell your favorite things. If you're a physical media collector, I know I got a halfway, like I think I sold that one I was just talking about for like $50, which is more than I paid for it at the time. So I was like, oh, that's a good deal. And I sold it used like secondhand to a store. So it's not like I sold it directly to somebody for that much. If I was smart, I probably could have sold it directly to somebody for $100. Now on Amazon, it says it's like $280 new, which I highly doubt you're going to find a new one anymore. But the artwork was similar to this, except for it came in a big tin. So there's all these little bonus posters. And Gorgo, a nice sideways poster. So those are neat. I love these things. All right, so here they are. There is Leech Woman, Moon 02, The Day the Earth Froze, and Gorgo Plus. So this is the one with the 5th disc in it there, with Mitchell and The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I think The Brain That Wouldn't Die was, let me check here, yeah. In the history of television, no cast change sparked bigger tempests of controversy and decision among fans in the transition from Joel to Mike, the hosts. During the 5th season of Mystery Science Theater 3000, it was not a civil war, if only because it wasn't very civil. So The Brain That Wouldn't Die is Joel's last episode, and Mitchell was Mike's first episode. And I remember when that happened, because it was right around the time they made the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie, which honestly is the whole reason I even looked this up at Target, is because I was thinking about finally getting the movie, because I don't own that on Blu-ray either, because I suck. The movie's amazing. And the odd thing about it is that it's shorter than any of the episodes. Who'd have thought? But yeah, it's the Joel Mike thing. And then the Netflix seasons, you have Jonah, which I really like Jonah. He's hilarious in the show. But it'll always be Joel and Mike to me. Are you a Joel person or a Mike person? Or do you not know what the hell I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments. Are you Team Joel or Team Mike? I personally always preferred Mike. Joel created the show, and he created the puppets that are the robots and all that stuff. And he's hilarious, and I love Joel. But Mike was always the head writer, and most of the episodes that are my favorites are Mike episodes. So I always said Mike was always the funny one anyways, because he wrote the jokes. Joel just said them. So that's why I've always been Team Mike, personally. I like his delivery. I love Riff Tracks. I love Kevin and Bill Corbett, who are on Riff Tracks with him, who were on the later half of the Mystery Science Theater episodes. Those are usually my favorite. Nothing against anyone else in the show. I love them all. But those are just, they tend to be the ones that click with my humor a little better. It's a show that was on for 10 seasons. It's a brilliant show. The movie's hilarious. Watch the Netflix seasons. There's 2 of them, and then they cancel it because Netflix. And they have a 13th season that they made their own streaming platform called the Gizmoplex, which I still need to watch these episodes. So there's 13 seasons of television to watch, of a show you may or may not have heard of, and then you have Riff Tracks on top of it. You'll hear me mention it a lot, especially in the bad movie Bible episodes I do, because a lot of those movies are movies that they've made fun of in Riff Tracks, potentially Mystery Science Theater. I always get into that. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. I went into it on a Collectors Club episode we already did. I'll probably talk about it more, but I'm happy to put a Band-Aid over my wound that was selling all of my Mystery Science Theater volumes so many years ago. Like I said, I had, I think, the first 20-ish. I'm pretty sure I had this one as well. There they are. Volumes 1, 4, 6, 10.2, 19, and the 25th anniversary edition. I'll shut up now. I've been blabbering on a lot about Mystery Science Theater. I thought this was going to be a short video. Apparently not. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Check out my TeePublic store. I'll be throwing up new designs soon, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.